everyone, our group's topic is focused on early life adversity and how it can affect memory. Specifically, we focus on how negative impacts such as PTSD can influence memory. Today, I will specifically be talking about early life adversity and whether it is related to dementia and psychomotor speeds. So what is dementia? Dementia is categorized as a loss of cognitive functioning, thinking, remembering, and reasoning. Typically, when one suffers from dementia, they experience extreme memory loss along with a variety of other symptoms, such as poor judgment or confusion. The risk for dementia often increases after the age of 65, but it can start as early as 30. Dementia is not a common sign of aging, contrary to what most people believe. Dementia may also slow psychomotor speed, which in turn can affect memory. A little bit of background on psychomotor speed is that it is the rate at which an individual can process new information, make sense of what it is, and respond accordingly. Psychomotor speed affects memory due to it being a key aspect in processing information. Slower psychomotor speed can cause even greater memory deficit. Those who experience a slowed psychomotor speed may be unable to receive newer information and memories or even retrieve existing information or experiences. In this study, there were 1,562 participants who were older adults, typically over the age of 65. Adverse childhood events were measured using a modified version of the Childhood Trauma Questionnaire that consisted of 25 questions. The number of adverse events was categorized into 2 or fewer, between 3 and 4, and 5 or more. Cognition was measured in numerous ways, which consisted of the mini mental state examination, the Benton's visual retention test, the Isaac's set test, and the trail making test, both parts A and B. Dementia was diagnosed according to the criteria from the DSM-4. The question those who created the study wanted to ask was, is early life adversity a risk factor for cognitive decline and dementia later in life? The results from the study concluded that 46% of participants recalled 2 or fewer ACEs, 31.7% recalled between 3 and 4 ACEs, and 22.3% recalled 5 or more. Those who experienced between 3 and 4 ACEs were associated with a 34 to 39% increase in a decline of psychomotor speed. Specific ACEs such as abuse/maltreatment were associated with a 53% increase in low psychomotor speed. Poverty was associated with a 69% worse psychomotor speed. Among the individuals that were assessed, abuse/maltreatment and poverty/financial difficulties experienced the largest increased risk of low psychomotor speed. The study also suggested that the increased risk of poor psychomotor speed was found more commonly in women rather than men. It was found that a higher number of total adverse events may play an important role in the risk of poor psychomotor speed. Cognitive decline is seen as more prominent in those who suffer from early life adversity than in those who do not. They mentioned that there is evidence that chronic stress, which can occur due to adverse childhood experiences, may lead to impairments in mental cognition, which in turn can decrease one's ability to process and retain new memories as one ages. Concluding the study, the results suggest that the severity of one's risk for cognition or psychomotor speed is typically in relation to the number of adversities experienced in one's childhood. However, while there is no correlation to early life adversities in dementia, there is a correlation to a slowed psychomotor speed in later life, which in turn can impact memory, processing, and recall. There are a couple questions that I would like to ask regarding the information that was presented. Please choose one of the following questions to respond to. You do not need to respond to both. The first question is, do you think that early life adversities can make one remember a memory differently? Why or why not? The second question that I have for you is, do you think that early life adversities can increase the risk of memory-related issues and other disorders? Why or why not? Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing your responses.